All right, we're gonna change the rear door handle on the lift gate for 2002 Ford Windstar. If we look here to see what's going on, the spring is broke, so it doesn't snap back. This whole thing is one assembly. It's not a separate, and also the heads rusted off, and I couldn't drill them out to change the light bulb for the license plate light. So this whole thing is one assembly. I'm changing it out. I've already removed the trim paneling. I'll show you how to put it back together, and then and you'll see the reverse of it. It comes apart, 11 millimeter nut here, 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 and here, and we unplug a wire for the wiper motor. So let's get started. First things first. I'm gonna flip off this Mazda clip, open that up, and get the latch rod out. Alright. It's got rust marks, kind of shows you where it needs to go back in at. It's not real tight. Just kind of loosen it up and you can do it by hand. Save the nuts, you'll be reusing them. Alright, let's take the nuts out. I'm going to unplug this wire. Push a little donger and pull it out. It's easier once you pull it out of the locator hole it's in. And you can just push in this little button here and unplug it. Alright, now if we come out, the whole thing should lift right out of there. This little, just squeeze the rubber boot. I'll show you here in a second for the wire. Just squeeze this boot on the inside to get it out from where it's seated. These things are hard to come by, find the right colors. You can go to the junkyard. I went to eBay and found someone who has a whole bunch of new old stock of these, but I couldn't get an exact match on my paint. So we'll fish our wire. Make sure you get the camera angle in there. In the hole. We'll pull it through to seat the rubber grommet, or I can push it here, but it's easier to pull through. I might spread a little WD-40 on it to get it seat in there, and then we'll seat the studs in the holes. All right, go ahead and pause. All right, so just to get it started, I'm gonna get these nuts started on it so it ain't popping off. It's bouncing while I'm trying to put the wire in. I'm in there a little bit. Reach my hand on the other side and give it a little push. You go on there straight, that's the key. I want that thread on there. Well, come back to that. Come around this way some. See that rubber boot there I was talking about? a little cone shape. Just kind of squeeze it, pull it through until it sits all the way around, and it's seated so it don't leak. All right. All right, that last screw is sticking out enough now. Maybe it'll. Yeah, I was just getting a bad angle on it because that motor's in the way. And it's not real tight, so you don't really got to put a whole lot into it. Just till it feels a little snuggish. Then I'll pull it down and check the fit. Up there like a factory. Put the locator in. All right, let's take it down and see what it looks like on the outside. Still gotta put in the latch rod, I know that. Looks like a good fit. A little loose on this side. I'll tighten up a little bit on this side over here. Don't want to crank down on it because those studs are just going into plastic. Don't want to tear them out. Now, come over here, see the latch rod. Just take this, open that up. We pop it in there. We're going to line up kind of the rust marks. Get that light back in there. Even with where it's at. Oopsie. Snap it in. And then before I actually seat that, I'm going to test open and close the door. See the handle responsiveness. Yep, works well. And now we see that the spring pulls it back. Good to go. We'll turn on the lights, see if the license plate lights work. If not, I'll change the bulbs. So, just a second. Pause. And the lights work, so we're good there. Next time I'm going to show you, I'm going to turn the lights off so we don't drain the battery, and I'll put the trim panels back on, and then removal is just the opposite of that. Okay, so we have plastic locators in the middle and over here, and then on the edges all the way around. So we're going to line those boogers up. Here's your locators, ideally. So let's give it a spin. Kind of eyeball where I'm going with it. There's that one in the middle. Alright, so it pretty much practically hangs itself. Then we'll switch over to 8mm bit. Put the handle in. Put it in the right direction. Let me flip this 5 more times. Okay, so it just slides right in there. boring watching me twist a wrench, so I'm going to show you where the other screws are, and then I'll come back and tighten those up. The other screws are Phillips head, and they go up on each side. Probably helps if I grab the right screwdriver. And it's going into a little plastic retainer, so just when it feels snug, it's done. Over the other side, do the same. There we go. Then top ring. Locators all the way around. A little snap. One of mine broke off, but it'll be okay. So find that center locator right there. The little hole. We'll line her up. Make sure where we want to be. Yeah, these here go sideways, that direction. So, you just start banging, make sure you got them where you want them. And final crankage here, and it's a done deal. So now you know how to change your lift gate handle assembly on a 2002 Ford Windstar.